Tell me where William Penn is at from here.
William Penn? I wouldn't
no,
even know.
Like the statue? No, you don't know?
William
Because the
Penn.
statue's on top of one of those buildings, so I was trying to figure out which building was hiding him.
That might be the Center City building, the main center, like in the middle.
In the middle of one?
Yeah,
Okay.
that might be that. Yo, I'm from Philly, don't know what it I feel like in society's eyes, long distance relationships aren't really viewed as something as serious, or it doesn't really hold as much weight as a regular, I'm gonna get a ticket over there, bro. Yo, why the cops been on dick lately? I don't know what it is, but they riding around in my shit over there. Anyways, like I was saying, I feel as though the relationships don't really hold as much weight in society's eyes as a regular, y'all live in the same city, y'all go to the same school, college, y'all just in the same vicinity. Like, you feel me? I feel like that shit don't hold the same weight. But I'm gonna play devil's advocate a little bit though. I feel as though when it comes to long distance relationships, it's on the type time like, yeah, y'all definitely missing that physical like barrier. Y'all missing that physical aspect. But at the same time, I feel as though you can get emotionally attached, And I'm not really gonna speak from personal experience when I say this, but I feel like you can love somebody that you've been into were in a long. I'm Jamaican stuttering, bro. Like it feel weird being out here. I feel like a real deal ass YouTuber. Like the niggas walk by, didn't stop talking. I'm getting better at my shit, bro. I'm telling you. Anyways, though, I love shit like this. I couldn't even hold you, bro. I feel like you can love your long distance relationship partner, bro. And I'm not gonna lie, for a long time, I was one of the people I viewed it as the same way in society, and I have been in my few little long distance relationships, you feel me? But that was like quarantine. I feel as though I just kind of devalue them. But I say all that to say that they are very real, and leaving a long distance relationship, it can be very taxing on you. Majority of people will feel like, what you miss? You can't miss her, you can't miss him, you ain't never seen. Like, you feel me? Y'all be at a whole different location. Y'all gonna say the end of the vid why I dipped off and all that, but the camera died. I'm feel me vlogging off the phone. Man, what was I saying? Cause I feel like I was low-key rambling a little bit earlier. My point was basically that I feel as though those relationships are still valid. Like the long distance relationships are still valid. And when you leave that person, you break up with that person, you and that person no longer talk. That's like, nigga, that's a real breakup, bro. So I'm gonna try to get some advice on how you can move past that and make things a little bit easier for yourself. Honestly, I feel like the first thing you gotta do, you gotta get off that phone. You only know that person through the phone. Like, you gotta get up to social media, and it's definitely easier said than done. You gotta stop stalking their page. Like, you kind of gotta put a mental note in your head where it's like, yo, I'm not supposed to be watching this person's page. Now, obviously, you human. Like, you feel me? It's a habit. You might still go on that joint. You might still get the urge to go check. I feel as though it's gonna take some time for you to really get into the habit of, not stalking social medias, not looking at old messages, pictures, whatever the case may be, right? But you just gotta keep telling yourself that, like, yo, in order to move on, and sometimes you don't even want to move on. You basically gotta build up the momentum and get used to not checking a page. Like, you feel me? First you're gonna keep checking their page like normal. Then it's gonna get to a point where you gonna click on their page or look at the video or look at the pictures and all this, that, and the third. And it's gonna be like, yo, I shouldn't be doing this. So you're gonna click right off, right? And then after that, you just not gonna really check it at all. Or if you do check it, every once in a while, it's gonna be the joint where, like, okay, I'm gonna click on, look at the pictures and all that. Oh, I'm not supposed to be doing this. Let me just get off that joint. You feel me? But I feel like because long distance relationships are solely based on the internet, social media, definitely gotta block them parts out. I would say to block that person, but honestly, like, you feel me? You block that person, you really wanna check their page, you gonna unblock them. Like, you feel me? You gonna unblock them just to check their page, put them back on the block list. That's not doing nothing for real. It's kind of like breaking a habit. You might realize some things that might help you. Like, damn, if I don't scroll on TikTok during the day, I don't check their page during the day. Like, you feel me? But you definitely gotta, like, try to just get away from seeing that, because I feel like that's just gonna bring up emotions that's not really helping you be where you wanna be. The second thing is, I feel like you gotta kinda accept it. And that's hard as shit. Especially when you wasn't even a person that initiated that, or you don't even want that for real. I feel like you gotta wake up every day, because this is what it is, y'all. It's dead ass like a regular breakup. You changing your lifestyle. You losing a person that's more or less in your everyday routine. You feel me? You grown emotionally attached to. So it's gonna be hard trying to detach and basically build a new life. That's what it is, basically. You basically gotta build a new life. You gotta wake up because when you wake up every morning, that's gonna be the first thing that's on your mind. You gotta wake up every morning and understand that you kind of feel like a shell of yourself right now. Like you kind of feel like a ghost, you feel me? So you gonna have to wake up every morning and basically tell yourself like, yo, I'm working on my new life. I'm trying to better myself, shit like that, you feel me? And you gotta understand that you're not really gonna feel normal for a while, or you're not gonna feel like your old self for a while. But what I will say, every day does get easier. Every day you have to wake up and be like, okay, this is what I'm dealing with. This is what I'm going through. You feel me? This is what it is. Like, don't try deny the fact. Like, you know, a lot of women like to say, oh, if it's meant to be or if it's real, it'll come back again. Like, who am I to say that's right or wrong? Like, you feel me? But at the same time, even if it does or doesn't, you gotta look at the situation at hand and try to figure out kind of what you can do to get back to your old self. And that's gonna lead into my next point. I feel like, or not even your old self, maybe like a new version of yourself as well. I feel like break up with your partner, all this and the third. You're gonna have a lot of time in your hands. I feel like you should, start doing things that you've been wanting to do. Try to find something new, like a hobby that you might like doing. You feel me? Get back into shows, whatever the case may be. And I kind of recommend that to kind of keep you distracted, but not really, because you could be doing all those things. You could still be thinking about that person and thinking about that partner. But I feel like it'll just give you something to do. Like, you feel me? Just on like a personal type tip, I guess you could say. It'll just give you something to do. And to explore a little bit, experience life a little bit. I don't mean go suck dick. That's not what I'm saying. Like, if I ain't saying go suck dick. If you wanna, if that's how stop tripping. No, real shit. Just go experience different things. Like, you feel me? You gonna be thinking about that person. Straight off the bat, you gonna be thinking about that person like, damn, I wonder if such and such would feel if they saw me. I wonder if such and such would feel what they would think, all this and this there. You gotta allow them thoughts. You can't block them thoughts out. I'm gonna keep it a bean. And it's leading to my next point. You allow yourself to feel them emotions. Like, you feel me? Allow yourself to feel them emotions. Give yourself time to like figure out your emotions. And I'm not gonna lie, sometimes you're not always gonna understand how you feel, bro. I'm saying, bro, I'm talking to the girls. Sometimes you're not really gonna always understand how you feel. And it's gonna cook you. I'm gonna keep it a bean. It's gonna cook you. It's gonna be like, damn, I don't even. It's just gonna throw you for a loop. But this is what I do when it comes to shit like that. I be like, damn, I really don't understand how I feel right now. Another time I'm gonna give it some more thought, and hopefully it'll come to me. And sometimes it be coming to me like, damn, okay, I feel this way because of this specific moment, or this happened, or I felt this way before. Like, you feel me? Don't drive yourself crazy over your emotions. Like, feel them. Another thing I want to say too, journaling might help y'all. Journaling might, that sounded weird, but journaling might help you. But a lot of women journal, and I feel like it's just their way of getting stuff out. Like, you feel me? I feel like sometimes women really need somebody to talk to. So I feel like y'all should journal, or talk to somebody as well. Talk to somebody, tell them how you feel, tell them what you're going through, whatever the case may be, you feel me? But yeah, just understand that those emotions are real, like, you feel me? Don't let society or anybody downplay how you feel because, oh, it's long distance, what you miss, all this, that, and the third. I mean, give yourself time. Don't put no time limit on your, I don't really want to call it your healing. I mean, I guess you could call it your healing process, but I feel like after things like this, you kind of turn out to be a new person. And that just brought up another thing that I wanted to say as well. Just appreciate, regardless of how it ended. Like, I was about to say, I'm not, let me not make the long distance jokes right now. I'm about to say, I ain't gonna hit you through the phone. But unless some bullshit was going on, like some overly, like, drawn shit, like, you feel me? Appreciate the bad times and the good times and learn from them, you feel me? I feel like you should learn a lot about yourself and the opposite sex. when it comes to relationships and all that. Like, you feel me? Like, reflect on how you were during a relationship. Reflect on what you like about that person, what you don't like. So in terms of your next relationship, you mean you know what to look for, what not to look for. You know how you are. All this and the third, right? Definitely understand that you kind of rebuilding your life. I mean, you gonna feel like I said, a shell or a ghost for a minute. I promise you, every day it gets easier, and it's not a linear, or what would you call it? It's just not a consistent line either. It's not a consistent line like, okay, every day I'm getting a little better. That's true, but at the same time, you will have your moments where you've been doing good for a week, and then you check their page and you start crying, or whatever the case may be. You just get overwhelmed with emotions. Don't make that. Just don't let it get into your head to where it's like, oh, I've lost all my progress. Oh, I'm never gonna be over this person. All this, that, and the third. You gonna have your bad days, bro. Sis, you gonna have your bad days. But definitely take it slow. Like I said, don't put no time limit on it. I recommend you, outside of just like the strictly relationship emotions and all that, like, try to find yourself a little bit more. Try to look at yourself and see, okay, what do I like, what do I don't like, what type of person am I? Like, you feel me? Not to put yourself down, but just to kind of know yourself a little bit better. I mean, I feel like I ain't get the best advice. I'm gonna keep it a bean. I feel like I ain't get the best advice, but that's because I really don't got too much experience with long distance relationships and all. Like I said at the beginning, I did them when I was younger and all that. But regardless, if anything stood out to you in this video, anything that I said, just try it. You feel me? Try journaling. Try, letting your emotions breathe and see how it work out for you. Man. These niggas put right up behind my shit, bro. Let me get bro, is they telling niggas, bro, what they doing? I'm walking right up, man. I don't got stabilization. Oh shit, I don't got stabilization on. I don't know what them niggas did. I'm probably gonna put this part at the end of the vid. My shit about be all shaky when I'm walking and all that. Oh yeah, by the way, y'all. Since this is the end of the video, what do I feel like saying to you? Oh yeah, I had a thorough ass conversation with this old head that was fishing. His debate, and I was considering like, damn, should I record this video based off of what we was talking about? He was like, my generation basically has it harder, like way harder than him growing up. He was like 61, and I agree and I disagree at the same time. He was basically saying, what's it called? This generation has it harder due to the financial shit and all that. And I agree on that type of time. But I also feel like there's so much more ways to make money nowadays, bro. And this argument to that was, I forgot what he said. But you gotta think, and especially being a black man, you gotta think back then. I feel like it was so much like, yeah, everything was cheaper. Like you could buy shit cheaper and all that. Let me talk to these niggas real quick. Oh, okay, so I got moved to music, baby. Leave me alone. Why these niggas pump fake me though, bro?